Why is he still smiling? They are about to choke a 3-0 lead and he is still smiling. In all seriousness, I've been talking like we're going to see a Miami Heat versus Nuggets NBA Finals, and I'm not going to sit here and say that there's not a world where that happens, but with the way the Celtics have been playing these past 2 games, it is very questionable if the Miami Heat could push through. Today, we not only saw how good the Celtics defense could be, forcing the Miami Heat to have 16 turnovers, but at the same time, we actually saw the Celtics hit their shots. But it wasn't only Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown who are hitting their shots, as it is usually. We saw Derek White and Marcus Smart both score over 20 points in this game. And if we're being honest, it's not even the fact that they both scored over 20 points. It was the fact that they were both on fire from 3 in the first quarter. I mean, the environment that you're in when you're in the TD Garden right now is a bunch of fans who knew that their season was on the line going into this game, and they're somehow staying alive after the win in Miami. So if you go out right as the game starts and you're out there playing lockdown defense, having the Miami Heat turn the ball over, and you're hitting threes at the same time, there is zero chance for the Miami Heat to make a move. With how loud the crowd is, with all the momentum you have, and also at the same time, you're playing great basketball. Also want to say as well, this Derek White buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, I think really showed how the game was going to go. I mean, this shit just killed anything the Miami Heat had. Now that we've seen 2 games from the Celtics where they played like the actual championship level Celtics that we know, it's a matter of, can they do this? Can they keep up this performance for 2 more games? I feel like we really put the momentum aspect out of the window right now because they have all of it. They have everything they need. If anything, the Miami Heat are down, even though they're actually up when it comes to the series. And we know that the Celtics are playing this series with the just give us 1 more game attitude. We saw it when they were down by 3 originally and they won the first game. They said, don't give us 2. They went and took the second one, and now you have Jaylen Brown saying, don't let us get 3. A lot of people are saying that game 6 in Miami and for Miami is a do or die game. And the only thing that I really think is do or die about it is the fact that when you go back to Boston, that arena is going to be louder than the goddamn 2008 NBA Finals. That I genuinely think the roof might explode off that building. And although it was disgusting to see how quickly everyone turned against the Miami Heat as soon as the Celtics won their first game, they were maybe right. And although I'm still sticking with my Miami Heat, I still want the Heat to win. I still believe that they have what it takes to win. It's going to be a very intense series. I think shit just got a lot more real for them. But when it comes to the Miami Heat, you've gone through so much already in this year's playoffs, whether that is injuries, which we will talk about soon. There is one player you can rely on to take you and win a game, at least one game, and that is Jimmy Butler. If in game 6 we get a killer Jimmy Butler game, we're talking Jimmy G buckets, we're talking the son of Michael Jordan, Jimmy Butler, it could be over for the Celtics. I think, in my opinion, it takes this one game from Jimmy Butler, one good game, and he can single-handedly take down the Boston Celtics. Maybe that's just me trying to cope with the fact that they lost today. Maybe that's just me rooting for the underdog a little bit too hard, but that is what I think. Because guess what? The Miami Heat are really struggling with injuries right now. Tyler Hero went out earlier in the playoffs, which we all know, but then during last game, Gabe Vincent went down, and that was a huge killer for them. He's been such a big part of this Miami team. We've seen multiple games from him where he just went all out and just killed them. And with him being out, it's another reason why I say that this is really down to Jimmy Butler and what he can do and if he can control the game. And I'm not sure if anything serious is going to happen out of this, but we did see Kyle Lowry get hit a couple times and really seem banged up, but I'm not sure. Again, I haven't seen anything about maybe a possible injury from him. Hopefully he's all good and he can play in game 6. And I'm not trying to use the injury card when it comes to their series against the Celtics. I'm not trying to say, oh my God, if the Miami Heat had Gabe Vincent, they would win this series. I know that injuries are just a part of the game, and especially when it comes to playoffs, that's just shit you have to go through as a team. I'm just saying it's a huge bummer, as it is always for any team to have players out. But if you're the Miami Heat, I feel like you can't get too down that Gabe Vincent is out. I don't know if any of you guys remember, but when Tyler Hero went down, everyone counted the Heat out. Everyone said, okay, they're officially done. There were the talks about Tyler Hero not being back until the NBA Finals, and obviously you had everyone clowning on them for even making that statement because they knew damn well they weren't going to the NBA Finals, and now they're in the conference finals. So I feel like, why can't they do it without Gabe Vincent? Especially when you have someone like Haywood Highsmith, who probably averaged around 3 minutes for the entire playoffs this year, actually had a great performance, hitting a solid 3 for 4 from 3, and I think he put up like 16 or 18 points. I can't really remember, but overall just having a great impact on the team, whether that's hustle or just defense in general. We saw this great steal from this Jason Tatum pass, so maybe if we see more of that from him, it won't make the Vincent injury look as bad. Then again, I'm not too updated on the Vincent injury. I'm not sure if he'll be able to be back for game 6 or game 7. With that being said, though, we really can't do much until this series ends, whether that's the Celtics beating the Heat in game 7, becoming the first team to come back from an 0-3 deficit, or if the Miami Heat crushes the Celtics' dreams by beating them in either game 6 or 7. We don't know until it happens, and that's the beauty of the game. I will say, though, right now, I am not counting out Jimmy Butler. I think we all know damn well, and if you don't know, you should know by now, to not count him out. So I'm sorry if this video was a little bit short. I just want to go on and get my thoughts out when it comes to game 5, because it was a blowout, and the Celtics really showed their dicks today. Like, they really whipped that thing out and just put it right on their face. I honestly could have recorded this video during like the second half and probably saved myself a shit ton of time, because yeah, the Celtics just had the lead the entire game. With that being said, we have the if I miss this jump shot, I will kill myself t-shirt in the bio, so go check it out. Use code KING for 10% off if you want it. It is a very funny t-shirt. I wear it, I get laughs, people look at me a little funny sometimes, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So with that being said, be sure to like and subscribe. Click the video up on the screen if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys on the next video where we will either see the Miami Heat or the Celtics go through the series, or if anything else crazy happens, I'll make a video, but most likely the end of the series. All right, later.